Yeah. Whoops.
Welcome back, everyone. Craig and Chris here. Chris Lukey from the Ignition Factor. How are you doing today, Chris?
I'm doing fantastic. Things are going well. Hot and hazy here in Ontario, Canada. A lot of humidity, but we're doing really well.
How's the summer been in terms of you guys still dealing with the fires then, or is that what's
Yeah,
it like?
so I'm more central Canada, but the fires are out west, which are actually devastating towns.
Mm.
It's pretty nasty. We have a few tourist towns, Jasper, Alberta, and some of our prettiest little towns in Canada are getting wiped out, unfortunately. It's
Too bad.
racing right through. It's crazy.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Well, that's too bad.
Yeah.
Are you full time in Canada, or how much time are you spending in the States then?
I am full time in Canada. I was spending a lot of time the last couple of years. My son was living in Cleveland, Ohio, going to school down there. So I used to spend a lot of time in the U.S. Our plan within 2 to 3 years is immigration laws. We're allowed to spend legally at least 180 days in the U.S.
Okay.
Uh, to keep our health care and to keep all that stuff. But my plan is initially to start off at least 6 months Canada, 6 months US, and then we're going to work towards maybe some full time residency visas and stuff that's in the works. So, yeah,
Nice.
yeah. Land of opportunity, that's for sure. Canada's getting to be a difficult place to live.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Um, so let me ask you this then. So, like, what have you been working on the last couple of weeks with regard to your business, your podcast, video, anything like that?
Yeah, so business wise, it's gotten me away from the podcast. I got to start
Mhm.
recording stuff more content wise. I've been recording a lot of content, like a lot of shorts, a lot of 2 3 minute videos. I have what I call Motivational Monday. I have Fire It Up Friday. I started doing Wisdom Wednesdays. Um, I've been posting those on my Facebook, and I actually got involved with TikTok.
Yeah, how's
Uh,
that going?
you know what? It's a minimum like 600 700 views a video. I had one video that was 1,200 views. So it's going well. A lot of positivity there. I'm not sure how to convert a TikTok customer into a paying customer, but I'm getting a lot of views. That's for sure. So yeah, I've just been grinding away. I want to get back to a little more meaningful content in regards to my podcast, and I have a lot of people lined up who actually said they would want to come on and be interviewed. Um, and that's just a me thing, man. I've been very fortunate the last few weeks. A lot of people have. I had 4 sign up for my course, for my program. So between conversations with them, getting them registered, actually I facilitate the program twice a week, Mondays and Thursday mornings. We actually do a program facilitation. So that's gobbled up some of my time, and then so a lot's been happening. But I want to get back to a little longer form, meaningful content in regards to my program on my podcast. That's for sure.
You you mentioned TikTok, and I've been seeing some of your videos on TikTok. I guess I haven't looked at your. What do you all have there in terms of like? Do you have like in the description section? Do you have people link to how does it direct
I
them anywhere other than your
You know what?
TikTok
I
page?
don't, because I don't know how to do that.
Okay.
I have, you can link when I see here when you press Instagram, it does link you to my YouTube channel apparently, which I don't have a lot on there yet. Um, I would love to learn how, and I should get a link tree, but I don't
Hmm.
know how to get that information on my profile page. So that's something I need to learn to do.
Yeah, if people don't have a link tree, they should definitely have a link tree account. So like if you look at my if you're watching the video, so I have linkwithcraig.com underneath my so keep
Right.
video simple, that's my YouTube handle. Um and just for the video stuff that I do. And then linkwithcraig.com, it's I bought that domain and it goes to my link tree. Linktree is just so handy because it's a one-stop shop. You can very quickly update it. The free version is very good. It'll connect. It'll have buttons to all of your socials. People can send you an email. People can call you, and then you can have different. You can, and then in below it, you can have different links, many as you want. But you can link to a particular video, a particular program, your calendar, whatever you want to do. And then what's really nice is you just put that Linktree address in the bio of your TikTok. I think TikTok. What I recall from TikTok is that it will provide you with more and more features in the bio section. So I think if you go in as you get more views, as you get more followers, it will kind of unlocks more features for you.
Okay.
But I'm just looking at my
What's your TikTok handle?
yeah, so Craig_Stager.
Yep, there we go. Yeah, I really like right there. You have the link to your link tree, and that's all. Then you have an email and a phone. So I need to learn how to do that.
I believe let me just compare that for a second because I have multiple TikTok. I believe I had to get so many views or followers to get that
Okay.
option. I had a video go viral last year when my pool almost collapsed on me, and I got like 1.3 million views, and that brought a bunch of followers in. So like,
Wow.
mine, if you're looking at mine, I've kind of got the description. I've got the link tree. Like I
Yeah.
said, people can email me. I think the phone, yeah. I, I don't think you can, but you can, and that's nice. You have the button directly on TikTok, so people can just get there. But you could, I think you can have a link right away. I don't remember if you go to your TikTok and you go to edit profile. Can you do that for me?
Let's get back to that.
Back to yours.
Okay, so I have profile at the bottom right. No, let's
Yeah.
go up to the hamburger here. Settings and privacy. Uh,
Um, no, go to in on your page underneath your profile picture and handle. It should have edit profile, share
yeah, right
profile.
there. Yes, it does.
Hit
Yes.
edit profile once.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it has
And
a bio.
yep.
I like what you got there, how it has attorney,
Yeah.
podcaster. I like. I wonder if I'm able to do that.
Can you click on bio? Because like again, I think
Yeah.
some of this depends on how old your channel is and how many followers you have. Can you click on bio and add stuff?
So I see. Let's see if that worked. Let me go back to my. Oh yeah, former firefighter, elite mindset mentor and coach, the Ignition Factor podcast. Nice, cleaned it up a little bit.
Under does yours have business information under
Let me look. Edit profile. Nonprofit.
underneath
Social.
that?
Yeah, it does not have.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm not. So that's where I'm able to add that.
Right.
Let me see here. Uh,
Social. It has something here. Oh, it's not. It looks like it's changed display order.
you may have to switch it to a business account if I remember correctly,
I think you're right.
and I don't remember how to do that. Um, Let me look at my other TikTok account. That's got email and YouTube. Yeah, you have to register as a business somehow, I think. Now that I
I'll
remember
Google it.
correctly. But if you go in there, there's a way that you get registered as a business that'll allow you to put a website in there, which is nice because I think in the bio section you can put your website address in there, but I don't think it's going to be a clickable link. Like if someone had to copy and paste it.
Right.
It's really nice if you unlock that feature where there's a link that people can click. But if you have, do you have like some sort of a domain or redirect that you use, Call with Chris or anything like that? Or
I don't, and that's something I need. I have I own my domain, theignitionfactor.com. So I need to actually put either a landing page or at least a little website together. I haven't even set up a Calendly yet. Calendly, so I need to do that. So there's a lot of little things I need to get going. But
here's what I would do if I were you. I mean, so do you remember where you bought your domain from?
I did
Which
it when I registered when I was doing that stuff with Sam. So I think it's through Bluehost.
Bluehost? So I use GoDaddy. I don't think it matters. So I own. I'm one of the. You know how some people buy a lot of shoes. I buy domain names. So when I think of a domain name, I go into GoDaddy and I buy it. Like, um, especially if I think there's a catchy one. So like, linkwithcraig.com was available, and so I bought that domain. I also own craigstager.com. Both of those, and so you don't even need a landing page or anything like this. Like I figured this out with GoDaddy. I just went in and then under the settings for each domain, I remember there's a way that you can just automatically redirect. It's like a 404 or 401 code or whatever. It's like a detour, but you just put in the new address, and you don't have to have a landing page or anything like that. It's just like GoDaddy. If someone types in linkwithcraig.com, a domain that I bought through GoDaddy, it sends them to my link tree. I think
Ah,
same thing with craigstager.com. I don't have a website.
right. I
I
love
just
it.
send it right to my link tree. Okay. And then from link tree is where I would put my Calendly links. That's what I have actually is my Calendly links
Yeah,
there. More so on my business side of things. So like depending on the nature of who's calling me, if it's another lawyer, if it's a new person wanting to hire me, I have different links for them because I have different times on my calendar and different questions that I ask them. But you can do that all with the link tree. So you should definitely get a link tree account. It's free. Set it up. And then I would auto forward a domain in something, the ignitionfactor.com, whatever, I would definitely forward, but you might want to go on a GoDaddy or whatever and just search for some simpler,
yeah,
ignite with Chris. I don't know.
yeah,
Something that you can, here's the key, I think. Something that you can say when you're doing your things. Hey, go to ignitewithchris.com. Ignite with Chris,
yeah,
something you can say over that is fairly easy for people to spell and type in and
yeah,
remember. The
yeah,
ignitionfactor.com is a bit on the long side, and it just doesn't like,
yeah,
linkwithcraig.com. Like I just keep saying that over and over again, and people will eventually go to
yeah,
linkwithcraig.com and it'll take some. I think going to a link tree is as good as a website unless you have a really good website. And I think for a lot of people, it's so simple. Like it's so elegant and simple. Like a lot of websites are overwhelming. All of a sudden, pop-ups are coming up. The little AI bot. Hey, can I help you? Which I get why people do that, but you feel like you're getting bombarded right away. Where if you just send them right to your link tree and then just make your link tree look nice, you can change colors and
I
things
see
like
that.
that.
I'm on
Yeah,
yours now, so it looks
you know,
it's good.
yeah, just spend your time updating that. It's much easier to make changes to your link tree. Maybe it's seasonal. Maybe Christmas time you put in some, candy canes and whatever. But just for time being, just get your domain and forward it to your link tree. And you can have multiple domains. Like you don't even have. It doesn't have to be
Right.
One, like I have multiple, depending on the audience, I will link them to the same place. Like I said, craigstager.com goes to my link tree. Linkwithcraig.com goes to my link tree. I've got other ones that takes people to just to my lawyer
Yeah.
profile, a separate one. And then I actually have ways that you can get between the two link trees between them. Say, oh, you're trying to, whatever, get the other version of Craig, you can go here. So that definitely you should do that. Building a website, even a simple website, is a bit of a task.
Yeah.
Even if you go on a Fiverr, like it takes time. You got to make a lot of decisions, color, theme, all that. Linktree is just kind of like you can make some things here and there, but it's basically the choices are
Yeah.
made for you. So at a bare minimum, you should do that. You should probably go spend some time and maybe even work with your wife or someone else and just search for some different terms, something simple and catchy that the spelling is obvious, not you know
Yeah.
um, people that if you have an unusual spelling or something like that
Yeah.
might be a problem.
Yeah. I did have callchris.com and I let it go. It was suddenly really simple, but link with Chris or fire with Chris or ignite with Chris. You're right. So if you want to fuel, I'm starting to use fuel a little bit more because I always have this thing, let's fire it up, and I thought fuel, FUEL, fire up everyone's life.
Yeah, there you go.
So I'm actually going to create a whole brand out of fuel, and we're
Hmm.
looking at maybe some merchandise and stuff. F period U period firing up everyone's life.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah, that's good. You can always I think for a lot of us, and I'm as guilty as this anyone, we want to have that perfect brand right away. And
I know.
sometimes you're lucky, and sometimes you don't. Sometimes, but it's okay. You can rebrand on the fly,
Yeah,
and you could just buy another domain if necessary. So if you started out going link with Chris, and suddenly you find it's easier to go with fuel with Chris, as long as you still
yeah,
have link with Chris, those
yeah,
old videos, it'll still take you to the link tree. Like I think for most of us, websites, like strangely enough, I don't visit websites. I don't think most of us visit websites
hardly
anymore,
anymore, hardly at
right?
all. And that's
It's
why lately I just been focusing so much on content creation and getting customers, and it's working. And the website's kind of the least. You don't
Yeah.
need it to gain. You don't need a website to gain clients.
I I almost think that a website is a bit of a hindrance for most of us. I mean, unless you're if you unless you're like selling things, like if you're selling out, like you want to have nice displays and stuff like that. For most of us, we're not selling things, we're selling services, or we're selling, digital products or whatever.
Yeah,
A website, while certainly valuable, is probably not first on the list of things to do. Get the
yeah,
content out there. Kind of going back to your TikTok, what what I think you want to do in your TikTok videos going forward is to, hey, if you guys would like more information, whatever, go to fuelwithchris.com or whatever,
yeah,
or go to the link tree in the bio, whatever. Like you want to use, so TikTok, until you get pretty big, is not much of a platform in and of itself. It's not really an ecosystem in and of itself, but it's another way to get people to some other place. So I tend to direct people from my TikTok to my YouTube or to my link tree. Like that's the goal, is to get them to make the next step and go click on my link tree or something like that. And so if you think of TikTok in that way, YouTube is like that, but YouTube is more of a library out there. Like it's evergreen. TikTok, the stuff, it's like a flash in the pan, and then the content is gone unless you have one that goes viral. But
yeah,
even
yeah,
then, it has a limited lifespan.
yeah,
I very like that video I had last year on TikTok that went viral. I occasionally get a view on it, but very few now. And that thing had 1.3 million. Whereas YouTube, years later, you will get people, it'll show up and people will find you. And so they just serve different things. But if you're already making the content, cross cross post it. Like
Yeah.
for me, like every morning, I have this process where I get a video, and I upload it to TikTok. I like TikTok because TikTok has a really nice video app, where editing app, where you can add some, like the block text above. You
Yep.
can adjust the thumbnail that's going to show up, and I'll get the description and the hashtags in there. I'll post it, and I'll copy and paste it, and then I'll upload either the raw video or the TikTok watermark video up to YouTube. Go
Yeah.
into YouTube, add the same stuff, to copy and paste it into the description, send it over to Instagram, Facebook, wherever. You're not really reinventing the wheel. You shouldn't be. It maybe how it is loaded is a little different, but by and large, you're already making the content, and so throw it out on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Some of those, TikTok is funny because one of my channels, I got no traction on TikTok for about the first year, and I kind of just stopped posting there. And then a mutual started posting over there, and I went back and I started posting, and now that place is going crazy. Instagram, I have yet to really get any kind of traction in Instagram on any of my stuff, but some things work better than others. Facebook works better for certain things, but TikTok and YouTube, I think, for a lot of stuff, is just a great combination.
Yeah.
People, I think TikTok and YouTube are like two of the biggest quote unquote video search engines out there. They're just huge.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, like anything else, TikTok, are keywords important in your little description?
I think I wouldn't say they're unimportant, but I think the title I think
Yeah.
the title is really important. So I think the first 5, 6 words are
Yeah.
really important. I think what shows up on screen. So like look at me. Let's suppose I'm a still shot right now. Okay.
Right.
This versus, let's say there's white text with block letters up there. Again, one sentence, maybe two, but really just a few words that you can put on there, that when people are scrolling, they see that and they say, you know, fire it up, or whatever the word is. I think that is far more important
So,
than the
when you do
description.
a TikTok, I haven't been doing. Have you been actually doing like a thumbnail? Um, I just let the video go. So wherever it starts, it starts. However I'm looking.
I
Like
will adjust the thumbnail. I typically will adjust the thumbnail
you will,
because I
eh?
think it is important.
So I
If
don't know how to do that.
open up TikTok.
Yep.
I'll do the same thing on my end. Okay.
Open settings. Like I'm going to. Whoops. No.
No.
Post.
At the bottom, there's like a black box with a plus sign on it or something like
Right.
that.
Yeah. Yeah. And then it goes to the last thing that I uploaded.
Yeah. Well, click upload. That does that give you access to all of your photos
Yes.
and
Yes.
videos?
Yes.
So just pick one
You're right.
and then hit next. I'm just going to do that same thing on mine, so we're walking through the same thing here. So pick a short video if you can.
Yeah. I got one here. 18 seconds.
Yeah, go ahead and hit next or whatever,
Only thing keeping you next. Yep.
and then hit next again. I think if you go to what's can you show?
Now it's
Yeah,
at
yeah.
yeah.
So you see on the right top corner, you see edit cover.
Ah, right
Click
there.
on that. Okay, and then you can move it. There's a cursor. Should be able to move it back.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Or TikTok just added this. Does yours have the upload plus sign on the right side?
When I hit edit cover, yes, it does.
That's a new thing. You can actually upload a separate thumbnail. It used to be you couldn't do that. I have not used that yet, but you can also do that if you wanna make a thumbnail.
I
Um,
love it.
yeah, but just select the image that you want to use, the frame, and then hit save,
Yep.
and that's what will show up when you
Wow.
see people scroll screen.
See, people, this is the power of getting on these masterminds. It
It's
just
so
learned
easy. I mean,
something.
yeah.
I learned something in 5 minutes that would have took me 5 months.
Yep. Yep. The other things you can do, I mean, I think hashtags are good. I don't know.
They seem to be working for me. Hashtags.
Yeah, I think pick a title like the first 5 or 6 words. Sometimes I'll put that same thing, like I'll go in and I'll put that block text at the top, and then that'll be the first word. Like you're kind of getting a double whammy.
Yep.
Do you want to make video? Something like that.
Right.
Scared to make video,
Yeah.
right? Maybe that's up. Maybe that's in the
Yep.
top, and then I put it in the title or in the description, and then I just kind of add to description hashtags. Um, I think location can help, but I don't know how important it is for us because we're really not necessarily looking.
Yeah.
I put more location on my legal side because I am trying to like show
Right.
up when people searches in the states where I'm at. Um, I had I posted a video when we were in California. We visited the USS Iowa USS Iowa Battleship Museum in Long Beach, California, and uh, the battleship's account reposted or something like that. It was really cool. Like, anything to just drive. Like if you're around a business, tag them. Like when I do like a workout video, I'll tag the gym that I'm at.
Ah.
Um, just
It's funny you
anything.
said that. My daughter had a volleyball tournament in British Columbia, up in Edmonton when I was there, and I was kind of we were doing goofy videos, and I said they train at a specific gym back home, and our girls were kicking butt. So I just said, hey, I want to give a special shout out to Iron Performance Gym, and I said, and one of the moms tagged it, and then he ended up getting it, and he used it on his website.
Yeah.
Right?
They love that. So like if to the extent that you can like don't just like randomly spam people, but if you're giving a shout out or you stop at a restaurant or you're in a town, tag them because like I said, they may very well repost it. Anything to give other people a reason to like or share or whatever. I think for most of us that's sort of a secondary importance, but it's you're there. Like it takes an extra 2 seconds to like pick a location. There's other options too. Um, One thing under privacy settings, like allow duet. Do you have those all set up? You should look at those quick.
Okay. So go into edit profile.
No, go to your video first. Go
Oh,
go
yeah.
back and do your video the way you were
Like
going
I'm
to
going
do
to
it.
do a video. Okay.
Yeah.
Just let
And
me.
yep.
Next. Next. So should I hit edit cut? Where do you want me to go now?
You see towards the bottom, there's more options about halfway down.
I got location, add a link. More options.
Yeah,
Yes.
right there.
Allow
Click on that.
comments, allow duet, allow stitch.
Do you have that? Are they all like green? Is the thing toggled to the right on all those?
It's not. Should I?
I would.
Save to my device. That's the only thing. I'm getting my. I guess I could save it and then okay. AI generated content. What's that? How's that work?
I'm not sure. I don't have that clicked on, but yeah, I guess the save to device. If you don't automatically want it save it, I kind of like it because, like I said, I upload a TikTok watermark thing. So after you post it, it resaves it to your phone. A lot of times I'll use that in part because it already has the blocks and stuff that like YouTube Shorts doesn't do as well. But I would on that more options, I would make sure you're set up so it allows comments, allow duets. Was your allow comments on?
Yes, it was.
Okay. Allow duet, that allows someone to take your video and like make another video and like kind of like comment, react to it.
Right.
I had a guy, I had a buddy who's a kind of a content creator, and he was complaining to me that no one ever responds to his TikTok videos. So I said, okay. So I went in, I tried to do a response video. I'm like, you don't have it turned on. Like
Ah,
and he was complaining because no one he didn't get any YouTube traction. You got comments turned off. Well, yeah, you get haters in there. Well, you can't complain that people don't engage with you if you have everything turned off. So having that turned on, especially like if you have a video and you tag um, a gym or a restaurant or a place like that, have all those turned on so
yeah.
that they have an opportunity if they want to do something. Like no one's going to like create a I mean, even like bad reaction videos. Who was it said, how many business clients they got because someone trashed them? So you want to have that all set on so that people, if they come across their video, if they want to make something of it and repost it or whatever, they can do that.
Okay, I got them all toggled to the right now. So for
Yep.
video,
Yep.
yeah, perfect.
So that's TikTok is just one of those. It's you gotta stick at it.
Yeah,
But I use TikTok every day,
okay,
TikTok and YouTube, and then if I get to Facebook and Instagram, LinkedIn,
yeah.
Twitter, fine, but I don't always like TikTok and YouTube are the
YouTube is probably one of the most things powerful. I got to YouTube more. It's a matter, yeah, just doing it right away. One, two, three, do the TikTok, do the YouTube, just do it, right? So I
yep.
gotten away from YouTube a little bit, but it's probably one of the most powerful platforms. So definitely got to get back to it,
Yeah,
especially
let me
shorts and stuff.
yeah, I posted a video. Let me show you a video I posted the other day, yesterday in the car. So let me show you something. This is a very fledgling channel, but it is let's see here. It's where I'm posting like just how to make video, like reviews on my cameras and stuff like that. So let me show you this. Actually, I'm going to put this up
I
here.
got a good friend of mine. She's doing fitness stuff on Facebook, and I said you got to get a YouTube channel. So she's trying to figure it out. So
Good.
maybe I'll get her in the group or something. I don't know.
Do you see this video? Is this showing up? Oh
Not
no, wait, hold on. Okay, so I did. Yeah, and funny you say that. Before I play this video, so yesterday I was at the CrossFit gym, and I record my workouts there, and it's kind of a talking point. Like I try to like position myself in the corner of the gym where I'm not recording
right.
other people at the time. And I was talking to the gym owner. I says, why don't you have a YouTube channel? Then I have to manage it. I'm like, you of all people should have a YouTube channel. I mean, it's super easy, but it's not as hard as you would think it is, but you do have to keep with it. But here's a video I did yesterday. Let me play it for you. You have to let me know if you don't hear the sound, but uh,
videos, that's what everyone will say, and that's just not true. You make time. I'm sitting in the car, hands free. I'm going to make a 60-second short for you. You can make videos. I'm a very busy guy. Got 9 kids, very busy practice. I make a ton of content. Yes, I use VAs for a lot of that, which I'm happy to share with you, but I do a lot of it myself. You make use of the time that you have. I always carry my
did you see that?
Yep.
So I just put that together yesterday. I got how many? Let's see. But how many views did I get? I got like
I don't have time to make videos.
sorry, I'll take it down. I got a bunch of views. I got a couple subscribers out of that, 9 likes. And they just literally made that on my phone with the standard
Wow.
camera and
Wow.
mic and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that I think, and I'm not usually a fan of using my phone for videos, but for that kind of stuff, it's super easy. I don't remember.
So are you doing nearly all your videos on your GoPro,
It depends.
or do you use a separate phone?
So like this one is just my phone.
Yeah.
Um, most of my videos I would say are on my my Insta
GoPro.
360, yeah,
Yeah.
GoPro thing.
Yeah.
Anytime I'm at the gym, I put that up. I was golfing yesterday afternoon. I golfed. I took video there. Um, it's it's a little bit of the disadvantage to do using the GoPro is it takes another step into the process to actually get it up to
Right.
YouTube or TikTok. Right, with your phone, it's right there. Like it's
So handy with the phone. So handy.
yeah. So I'm a big fan. If you're going to take the phone out and make a video right now and post it, I'm a fan of using your phone. And this, so like this video that I just showed you was with my front facing camera, which is not even the good camera. The back of the iPhone has the good camera. I wasn't using that one. I was just using the front one, just using my AirPods. It doesn't, people don't care. Like the quality is fine. So I think using your phone for making little shorts and reels like that is good. If you're going to make any kind of a longer form or something that you want to edit first and do some things with, then I recommend either using like a GoPro or my Insta360 camera, or just do it on Zoom. I recorded a video yesterday. Zoom, I still like Zoom for a lot of things. So if you're just going to sit and talk in front of a camera, like let's say you're in there and you're going to do a 5-minute video, I would either do that. I would probably do that on Zoom actually, or StreamYard, but Zoom actually is a little simpler to use. And the nice thing about Zoom is it creates an audio transcript, video transcript, and AI summary. So like right now, actually, I have Zoom running in the background. I have Zoom running in the background recording our conversation, even though I'm recording it on StreamYard, because Zoom makes such a nice AI summary. And then it's much easier for me to go back and remember, okay, what were the key points? What were the things that I want to include in the description? If I want to go back and add chapters, oh yeah, I remember we talked, this was, I helped Chris with his TikTok. I can remember that, and I can put that as a chapter in it. So I do like Zoom. So if it's just me talking and I'm not sharing a screen, or even two people talking like this and not sharing screens, I think Zoom actually is the superior option for that. Versus
I couldn't. It's the first time I checked the box the other day. I was going through Zoom and all the settings, and it said AI. You want an AI thing, and it emailed me the AI. Wow, it does a phenomenal job.
Yeah. It's really, really impressive. So that is my favorite part about Zoom, I think, is that feature.
Yeah.
It's a little clunkier to share screens than it is here on StreamYard, like when I shared that YouTube channel. But and you can put, like I said, like the stuff here, like our names and like our little deal, like you can change the orientation of the things a little better. It looks nicer here on StreamYard. If you want, like the side, put us over on the side and then put the screen you're sharing. But if you're just going to get up and talk, I would do it on Zoom. I would do it on Zoom because you automatically get a transcript. You automatically get a summary. You get a separate audio and video file.
Yeah.
That's why I would not use my phone or even the Insta360 for that, because then if you want to get a transcript somehow, you got to like run it through another program to do it.
Yeah.
The camera is really good if you are outside, or you're moving around, you're doing things, and you want really good quality video and sound. Like you take your a lot of times you're out walking around, you're out in your pool.
Yeah.
I think the action camera could be a good option for you there, because it just takes such incredibly high quality video and sound that you can then do things with.
Yeah, I haven't done a whole lot right here in my office or studio yet, because I'm just usually walking around doing a little shorts, but I'm gonna start doing a lot more. I got a lot of content ready to go. Like I just got to get to it. So just want to start ramping things up. That's for sure. Once you gain, when you gain a little momentum, it's pretty powerful. You got to keep going, right? So I already broken through some big barriers, and I really enjoy what I do. I enjoy the program that I facilitate and what I have to offer, helping people. We're having, my clients are having breakthroughs. there's so much more. I haven't even like, we're just scratching the surface, like not even like, so it's been, I'm a little hard on myself because I had a really good chat with one of my top, instructors at the company that runs PGI, Proctor Gallagher. And he's like, don't be so hard on yourself, man. Look what you've done in a few months,
Yeah.
And
It's
I charge,
hard.
we have a high ticket program. It's not cheap. It's people are paying for it. So
Yeah, you just have to be okay with like I think when you're selling the kind of stuff that you sell and whatever, like you're not really going to I think for the most part you're not going to persuade someone to get it. Like you just have to like help them decide for themselves that they want it. And
yeah,
that takes a lot of the pressure off of it. I mean, if they have to be persuaded to work with you, there's a good chance that is not going to
yeah,
be a good relationship. They're going to be
yeah,
halfway through and they're going to be complaining all the time. So if you look at it as the people that I want to work with are going to want to work with me,
yeah,
and if I have to really persuade them,
yeah.
yeah, you maybe make that sale, but now what are you left with? You're left with a person you regret working with now.
Well, not only that, and then they're going to turn around and blame you because they didn't put in the time or effort.
Yeah, yeah. No, I think that's the part that to really and it's true. It's not just something to tell ourselves. I think it's absolutely true.
Do you know anybody? Because I got another idea. And when you and I, talk about little merchandise and stuff here. I want to create. I got something else in the works that I've been working on for a long time. I want to create like a really simple e-commerce site so they can click on it, order whatever they want, um, and obviously I can send it off to them. So, do you know anyone who has an e-commerce site or something? I just want to keep it as simple as possible.
What kind of stuff you want to sell?
Well, I've been brewing my own coffee beans for 4 years, so I want to start fire department coffee. So,
Hmm.
yeah,
What about Etsy? Have you tried Etsy?
I haven't tried Etsy, and the other big one is what's the big one here in Canada that's gone exploded? Oh, it's really big. As soon as I said it, you would know it. And I got a blank right now, but I know there's some out there. I probably just got to do a little homework.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of experience with that. I know like with Etsy, it has to be stuff that you make, and you end up with dealing with the actual fulfillment of the orders. I
Yeah,
know there's a few YouTube channels that I personally follow. They're farming ones. I like to like that's my entertainment. I'm not getting anything other than
yeah,
entertained, and they always have merch. They have hats and
yeah,
mugs and stuff like that. And I know, like on the farming end of things, like there's a specific entity that just caters to farming content creators, and so they'll make the hats, they'll make the orders. You go there, they do the shipping and fulfillment.
right.
You're probably yeah. I mean, I think for you, probably starting out, if you are going to in fact be packaging and all that, Etsy might be your best option. If you're going to get to where you're doing more like merchandise and stuff like that, books, hats, then you might want to use one of those vendors. You pay that, obviously they get a cut.
Yeah,
They deal with all the inventorying and shipping and stuff like that, and
yeah,
so yeah.
yeah. So anyway, just another thing that crossed my mind. I started over COVID roasting my own beans and kind of got into that hobby and drinking coffee. Obviously over 30 years, it's what kept me fueled for late
Mhm.
nights and long shifts. But I want to tie it into a portion of the proceeds go towards first responders' mental health, right? So
Yeah.
you buy a bag of coffee and we donate some money back. So
Well, maybe maybe a starting point is you give people videos, or you do some videos on how to brew it. Maybe you don't give away your secret recipe, but I
yeah,
don't know, maybe it's easier for you and more scalable for you to sell. Hey, for $39, I'll give you how I make the perfect fireman's coffee, and they
yeah,
can make it themselves.
yeah. Yeah,
But
no, it's so anyway, lots on the go. I got to nail down my business, so I want to reel in a few more customers, generate some more income, so then I can start spending money on hiring a VA and doing a few other little things. And yeah, lots I want to do, lots I want to go, but I'm just at least glad I got some momentum going here.
that's awesome. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
glad to see that.
Yeah.
You keep doing what you're doing. I do see your videos show up in my shorts feed and my TikTok
Yeah.
feed, and so I think you're definitely doing the right things. Maybe a few of these tweaks that we talked about today
Yeah.
can help you a little bit. I mean, I've seen some people that when they like, okay, I'm going to post a short, I'm just going to upload it, and don't get the traction. Like there are some things that I think you need to do. Change adjust the title, adjust the thumbnail, upload a thumbnail, whatever. Put some time and thought it. Like even Opus. Like I love Opus, but I almost never use the title word for word or even any of it. Like it's as good as it is, it's not really designed to create, like if your goal is purely to create content and grow an audience in general, like just as many viewers as you can. I think like something like an AI generated thing is good because it's going to give you the best use of words for the most number of people, but where you're trying to target and like just put yourself in it. Like, is this a title I would click on? Is that something that would resonate?
Right.
That's kind of my litmus test. What would I be looking for? And then so I'll adjust it. So you for the type of stuff that we're doing, where we're kind of targeting an audience, not just trying to grow a channel, get subscribers, which is great.
Yeah.
But you do need to put a little thought into the title and the thumbnail and the words.
Yeah.
With TikTok, if you want, you can do the auto captions. Do you ever do the caption? Do you ever let it generate the captions for you?
No, I haven't.
So, if it might be a good idea if you're willing to take time. So if you upload a 1-minute video to TikTok, there again, if I'm gonna look at the app just so I can speak intelligently here. But if you upload a video,
I love how simple it is, to be honest with
it's a really a good thing. It gives you a chance to describe your video, but then on the right side, if you you have to hit a little down arrow, a little I don't know what, I guess the bottom of a down arrow, and it gives you the option to captions.
you. Okay.
And if you hit captions, it takes a minute. It will auto generate captions. And it's usually pretty good, but then you got to go in and, sometimes the words aren't quite right. And so you can actually go in and edit it, and then it'll do a scrolling transcript of of what you're saying, which can be helpful. And the other nice thing about that is if you add the captions, then when you go to putting in, selecting your thumbnail at the end, you can move it towards, maybe even having these 3 words on the screen too at the same time. Like, so captions is a nice option. It adds a few minutes to the process because you need to go through and proof check it and stuff like that. But having the captions on the screen can be really helpful for people, especially if maybe they're in a noisy environment. It's a little hard to see. If people can hear you and read it, that is a nice thing.
No, the more you dig into this, you realize it's got some great options. So that's good. That's good. Great call today. Fantastic.
Yeah. Anything else, Chris?
No, I'm just going to keep grinding away. My sole focus, I got to get really focused on content creation. So I have to block time away just for that. Last couple of weeks, as I said, not that it's a bad thing, but I've been meeting with actual real clients, whether virtually or personally, and signing clients up. I do 2 facilitations a week, Mondays and Thursdays, and content kind of slipped away on me a little bit. And so I want to get back to that. I want to get back to my morning routine, and I got some momentum going here. I'm really excited.
Excellent. Well, keep it going. If you have questions, let me know. Otherwise, we can see how you're doing in a week. And
as always, I really appreciate it.
All right.
Thank you. Have a great weekend.
You too. Thanks, bud.
See ya.